I will now be telling you about RH or rhodium. This is what rhodium looks like. Now we are going to find the proton. So the proton is the atomic number, which is located on top, right here. So it is 45. Okay. Now I'm going to find the neutron. To find the neutron, I have to subtract the atomic number by this number right here. So I will write that out. Okay, so now we're going to subtract them. And I'm going to be writing it so it won't be perfectly lined up, but it'll still do. So 5 minus 0 equals 5. And another 5 minus 0 will then again equal 5. 0 minus 0 equals 0. And 9 minus 0 equals 9. Bring your decimal point down. And again, I can't line it up perfectly. But then now we do 102 minus 45. I'm going to take away from the 10, make it a 9. So now it's 92 minus 45. But this will now be a 12. So 12 minus 5 equals 7. And 9 minus 4 equals 5. And that is my neutron, 57.9055. And then my electron is the same as the proton and the atomic number, and that is 45. I will now tell you a little history about RH or rhodium. Rhodium was discovered in 1803. It was discovered by a man named William Wollaston. Here is some pictures of William Wollaston. Another thing about RH or rhodium is that the word comes from the Greek and it means rose. Because rhodium is close to rhodum, and that's how they kind of came up with the name, because they thought it was a resemblance a little to a rose. Now here's some pictures of Greek people. Another thing about rhodium is that in the earlier years, it was used as a byproduct of nickels. And so I will show you some pictures of nickels. I will now tell you the important uses of RH or rhodium. One important use that I discovered was the primary use of rhodium. And it is to harden platinum, as you can see in this picture. They use fire, and then they use a rhodium metal and use that to either like push down on the platinum or shape it in different ways. But they use the fire to get that form of it, or else it wouldn't move as easy. Another important use of rhodium is with electric. I will bring up a picture to kind of explain. And so, using this picture, it says red copper rhodium plated. And so that means that, like, this part down here, like the plating where the plastic and stuff meets, plastic and metal. And so, like, it's kind of like a plate that goes over all the inside stuff. So, like, the more important metal, this metal goes around that metal, and then there's an outer coating of plastic. And so it's used with the electrical contact material because it has a low and stable contact resistance and is highly resistant to corrosion. So that basically means that it is a good source for electrical things, I guess. So, yeah, that's another important use of Rhodium. And the last important use, well, this use isn't really important, but I thought it was kind of neat. And it is with jewelry, decoration, and catalyzed. And I will bring up the first picture, which will be of jewelry using rhodium. And it is a ring. So this ring has rhodium inside of it. And it's really pretty, actually. And the next picture that I will bring up is catalyzed. And it's a grill. A grill is like you put this outer coating of metal on your teeth for like your own personal wish. And so yeah, catalyzed. And the last is for decoration. And I chose a vase kind of thing to show. See? It's just like a little vase. But I guess that could be a decoration. So those were the important uses and just uses that I thought were kind of cool of rhodium. So yeah.